everyone. This is Brian Anderson at the table along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Here's Roy. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Reed for three, knocks down the triple.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
DeRozan looks it over. Launches a three. Sabonis can't hit. And here are the Timberwolves. It's a 5-point game. Here's Reed. Lays it up and banks it in. Reed's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's Ellis. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Outside, Brown. It's Edwards on the wing. 4 on the clock. Roy's shot is good.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
And here's Sabonis outside. He buries it from 3.
There's some stretch 4 ability shown off there by Sabonis.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Sacramento's head coach. We discussed Jaylen Brown and what makes him such a hard player to defend, and coach said to me, Jaylen is a freak athlete and has become a really good shooter over time too. We can't give him clean looks, and we have to guard him closely. Let's see if the defense is up to the task.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Now here's DeRozan. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Shot is good by LaVine.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for LaVine as his career has gone on.
DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
To the inside. And the dunk by DeRozan.
The execution has been better lately, but do they have enough energy to pull it off?
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Gets the three to fall.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Out to Sabonis. Takes a three. McDaniels with the rebound. The Timberwolves lead by 5. Pass to Brown. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, there's the alley. And Edwards slams it in.
And just a great pick and hoop from Edwards. I mean, moving his feet, textbook.
Pick by Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. From the wing. And he can't connect. He's 1 for 3 in this game. Outside McDaniels. To the middle. Here's Reed. And yep, it's good. Reed's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Jordan with it. Now guarded by Brown. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've got a 9-point lead.
First team foul. Timberwolves substitution. Rudy Gobert.
15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. And here's Brown for 3. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Well, let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Poke loose. McDaniels inside. Now the Kings in transition. Here's Jordan. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. And here's Clark for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And sometimes the simplest play is the best one. DiVincenzo made it.
Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Jordan's got his 2nd basket of the night.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Right side Edwards. For 3, DiVincenzo. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Sabonis outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Sabonis has got 6.
Does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Back to Edwards. Here's Ellis. No points so far. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Sacramento shooting their first foul shots of the night. As we know, Brent, experiencing some team drama is not an uncommon experience in the NBA.
Man, BA, as years went on and playing 7, 8, 9 seasons in the league, you almost started to invite some of that drama into the locker room. It's really a character builder, and it shows you that you care about what it is that you're doing. So the drama are always great lessons for how strong your team is going to be.
And we have seen Brown take more and more threes recently, becoming very confident in this shot.
Pass to Jordan. The three. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one, and that's a one-game homestand for the club. DiVincenzo on the wing. Misses the three.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Knocks it down from distance.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
When we talk about the top players in the league, Brent, Domantas Sabonis can get overlooked.
You wonder if the record was a little bit better last year for the Kings, where he might have finished in the
Wow! Rudy! Fancy!
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Brent, the Kings have the pieces to compete and finally creating some stability.
Yeah, after that 16-year playoff absence, just being a factor in the West has Sacramento and their fans really, really exciting. Again, the pieces are there. Will they push it this year to get back in the mix? Well, sometimes you run the two-man game, but nothing happens other than you having to make the play. Dante did it that time.
Timeout called. The Kings. Both teams will make substitutions.
Your number 1-6 crew dance team. Get wild once again.
Kings trail by 14. Here's Fultz. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The defense tightens up, so he adjusts. Nice play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, B.A.?
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. Sacramento on D. Down by 12. He drops it from range. Roy's gotten 4 this quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Sohan outside. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Roy. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And so it's Minnesota in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Kings trail by 13. Right side, Levine. Pass to Valanciunas. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Naz Reid. He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in the game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier and get it to him often. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you.
And what a dunk by Levine, looking to punish the defense.
Edwards, that's good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Monk for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Shot clock at 3. Here's Levine.
Getting out! Wow, what a play! That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, Levine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
Pass to Edwards from about 16. And the jumper is on the mark. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
The Timberwolves lead by 13. And Fultz pulls it down.
Their first miss after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Here's Valanciunas. That one is off. Nice D from Reed. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Pass to Brown. Over to the wing. Outside McDaniels. Valanciunas with a rebound. And so it's Fultz who brings it up for the Kings. 15-point game. Here's Levine. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Levine with it. Now guarded by Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Zach Levine. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Pass to Roy.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Joseph. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Cornette. Sohan outside. Off target with the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
They grab their own miss. Here's Levine for 3. On the wing, Levine. 3-pointer. Oh, Levine, an aerial assault.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Pass to Roy. Back to Joseph. Now here's Sohan. Here's Roy. Clark right side. Beyond the arc. Valanciunas with a rebound. Kings trail by 14. Outside Levine. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. And Minnesota has possession. Here's Roy. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Yo, what a dime from Murray. You love whenever he looks to get his guys going.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's Roy. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's on Zach LaVine. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Well, Brent, in his short career, Keegan Murray has shown flashes of stardom.
Yeah, and I think B.A. coming in, the idea was that Keegan Murray is going to be a complimentary wing shooter, and he's shown that he can do just that. He's taking strides as a defender, but his ability to shoot the ball and have confidence this early in his career, that's impressive.
It'll be his 4th time going to the line in this game. One second separating the shot clock and the game clock. That's tipped. Outside, DiVincenzo sinks it from distance. DiVincenzo's got 8 points. Outside, Fultz. Here's LaVine for 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a...
The Timberwolves, 60.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Minnesota leading by 20. And here's Edwards outside. No luck on that one. And it's Sacramento's ball. Outside, DiVincenzo. It's McDaniels on the wing. Drills it from deep.
And how about Edwards? Keeping his head up and spotting the open man.
Fultz scanning the floor. On the break. Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. It's Edwards with a drive. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
McDaniels can't hit. And so here's Sacramento. Here's Fultz. Uses the glass on the layup.
Terrific feed from Valanciunas, a big man scanning the deck.
The Timberwolves lead by 21. We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Pass to Reed. And here's Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. McDaniels from long range. Gets the 3 ball to go. McDaniels got 6 points in the quarter. The Kings call timeout. And some changes here for the Kings. Now Jordan. Pass to Sabonis. On target from range.
Right now, Sabonis just taking charge, taking initiative, getting aggressive on offense.
Here's McDaniels from deep 3-point land. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. DeRozan outside. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yet now in his 30s, DeRozan still possesses that trademark athleticism. He loves throwing it down.
Pass to Edwards. Now the Kings in transition. From deep, Jordan. And another Sacramento 3. The Timberwolves lead by 16. outside McDaniels. Back to DiVincenzo. Here's the three. They get it back.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
Well, the run simply had...
Whoa! Jaylen Brown, do it!
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Jordan misses.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Personal foul. First team foul. Now into the
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, B.A. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
And DiVincenzo, I think, is starting to take a lot of pride in the fact that he could do a lot of little things for the basketball team that add up. He scores, he can get some rebounds and get some assists. He's a weapon.
Oh, I didn't think that was going in. Jordan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Timberwolves.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
Brown with it. Jordan picks him up. Brown scanning the floor. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. He's still feeling it. From deep. Ooh, poked away. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Edwards can't hit. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road,
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking for a different outcome this time around. The Memphis Grizzlies took the loss in their last matchup in the season series against Sacramento.
And that's young man strength right there. Wade muscling it home.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And here's Harden, following the three-pointer by DeMar DeRozan. Here's Jackson, and the layup is good.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find him.
Pass to Ellis. Out to DeRozan. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Some solid defense there from Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. A three ball. Drills the three-pointer.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better. So the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
Outside Jackson. Now done. To the middle. Outside for Jackson. The three. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. I was able to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies for just a minute. Now, the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with the shot, sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Pass to Wade. Outside for Jackson. Trying tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. From deep, Jordan. Rebounded by Jackson. Memphis trailing here. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned an elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
The drive.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 2. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jordan looking around. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Wade can't hit.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Harden. Done outside. Offline with his 3.
You could see he wanted to get it back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Outside, Levine. Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 5. Outside, Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. DeRozan a screen. Levine wide open. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies trailed by 5. Pass to Wade. Outside Jackson. Out left to the wing. Lets it go from deep. Done shots. Good. He gets it up. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And so it's Michael Jordan making things happen for Sacramento. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
It's his 2nd foul, but not the end of the world. 1 more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Kings on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Outside DeRozan. Uncovered. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. DeRozan's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings. Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Right side, Sabonis. Right side, Levine. Puts one up from 19. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
What helps LaVine from mid-range? He gets such great lift off the floor.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. I came back as a Grizzlies player. I carried that with me. And Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And the Kings making a change here.
Get loud once again for your Fitzgerald dance team.
With the shot, it's hauled in by Huff.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Right side, LaVine. Jordan in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And LaVine throws it down.
Oh, going over the top. LaVine putting his hops on display.
Second quarter play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Edey. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Hey, Bones, what do you think is a part of the game that some casual fans don't really understand that well?
Well, Kevin, outside of the contest right here in front of us, let's think about the long schedule that teams are dealing with. How many times that coaches employ different lineups and strategies so that by the end of the year, they have optionality in what they can do on the floor.
Takes a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. LaVine's got 7 points.
LaVine with that high-arching shot from the corner.
Pass to Wells. From past the arc. Sinks the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And a wide-open look for Payne. Off target from outside. Sacramento leading by 11. Now Valanciunas. Three-pointer on the way. Murray outside. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
3 points.
Murray's got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for 3. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
.44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Edey. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Ellis. Wide open look here for Murray. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Wells. And the dunk by Wells.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's the screen. And so it's Sacramento with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we'll be back with you shortly. wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Kings leading now by 18. Fultz looking around. Murray for three. They get it back. Back to Valanciunas. 4 on the shot clock. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. The shot by Wade wide open. The three-pointer off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023. So all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form.
Knocks down the three ball.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Kings moving the ball around. Pass to Monk. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Fires from deep. On the wing, DeRozan. On the wing, Monk. 5 to shoot. Here's Fultz. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Kings lead by 20.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside Jackson. Cloak loose. Right side DeRozan. Over Wade. DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he's still...
And there's the youth, Wade jumping out of the gym.
Jackson comes over with the double. For 3, Murray. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Murray's got 12.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Wade. Rejected by Murray.
And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Fultz. Murray outside. On the wing, Murray. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. Gets to the corner and buries it.
Valanciunas continues to work on that shot. The catch and shoot and a great rhythm there.
.112 left to play here in the third. Harden, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
The shot by Monk is no good. Dunn attacking. Jackson. Outside for Jackson. Harden outside. 4 on the clock. Down low. Second chance shot. And the layup by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great pass by Harden. He can put it right where you need it to be.
Out to Wade. It's stolen by Monk. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
The baseline J. Off the left rim and out. And here's Fultz. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Kings ahead, just dominating this one. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Here is Harden. Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Valanciunas.
You know, big guys like Valanciunas have spent a lot of time in this league understanding where the ball is going to come off of that rim on a miss. He was in great position that time.
And Harden launches it from deep. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Pass to Murray. Can he keep it going? No good. Shot missing.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Kicks it out to Harden. Memphis moving it around. 6 to shoot. From deep three-point land. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Murray outside. Screened by Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
For three, Murray. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game. Some players, Brent, have claimed entertainment is emphasized over competition. What do you think?
Well, I think there's a great balance, and the league does a great job of promoting its stars. But at the end of the day, Kevin, trust me, guys who are out here have a love for the game, a passion for the competition, and that's what we want to see.
And don't sleep on Baines' ability to go right to the rack. That'll happen more often than not.
And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Offside Sabonis. Again, the miss by the Kings. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Edey can hit. And Zoelis will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. No coverage that time.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And so here's Sacramento to the inside, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Kings.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Michael Jordan.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Pass to Aldama. Tries from 16. Hits the front of the rim and out. Sacramento in total control. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Back to Jordan. Screen by Sabonis. The shot's good from Jordan.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Pass to Bain. Here's the three. Drops in the tray.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bain, so dangerous from out there.
Jordan drives in. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
DeRozan on the wing. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Sabonis has a great nose to rebound the ball, and then he just sent it back in.
Here's Edey. Can't connect. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking.